today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look right here. I absolutely love the Tarte Showstopper palette and could not believe that I've never done a tutorial with it on my channel. This is something that I love to travel with. It's something that I use consistently, and I just absolutely love the assortment of colors in here. I love the blush, and just in general, it is an amazing palette. It is still available, so if you guys have been debating it, I hope you will, take this tutorial into account because it is such a great addition to, your makeup collection. So with that said, I think we should just jump on into it. I'm going to start off with primer. I am using the Sephora Beauty Amplifier Afterglow Primer and Luminizer. This has such a beautiful sheen to it, and I have been loving putting it under basically all of my foundations lately. I feel like it helps to just bring a really beautiful natural glow to the skin, and I've also actually been liking mixing it with foundation, so I really recommend it. I'm not sure how great it is necessarily as like a primer for its priming abilities, but as far as like bringing some luminosity to the skin, so good. It's nice and refreshing feeling. I like the way that it feels on my skin. For a base product today, I'm going to be taking my Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water. This has SPF 30 in it, which makes it awesome for the warmer months, and I love the coverage to this because it is like a medium coverage, but it's super lightweight, and it works very well, especially for this time of year, because you really can't feel like you have anything on your skin, which is awesome. So it has this little dropper, which I don't love, to be honest, but what I like to do is just kind of dot it all over my face, and then I like to take a beauty blender and blend it all in. Oh, and make sure you shake this product up before you use it, because since it is so liquidy, it'll kind of separate and get like not a nice consistency. So shake it up, put it on your face, blend it all in, you'll be good to go. For concealer, I'm going to be taking the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Concealer, and I'm going to put this under my eyes and also on any kind of problem areas, especially since that Smashbox BB water is so lightweight. I like to use a little bit more concealer than I normally would when I have that product on, which I guess kind of defeats the purpose, but hey, that's just what I like to do. So I'm just putting a little bit of this under my eyes and around my mouth area, and again, just going to blend that in with my beauty blender. To set my skin, I'm going to be using this powder foundation from Tarte. Mine is in the shade Fair Honey. I just like to dust a little bit of this into the cap, and then using this kabuki brush, I just like to put a light layer of this on my skin, just because I find, especially when it's hot out, it's really important to set your skin. Why do I keep saying that? That's so weird. To set your products on your face so that they don't melt off of you. So I like this one because it is quite lightweight, and I just go quickly over all of my skin, just making sure that everything is set and in place. And then to set my under eye concealer, I like to switch over to a bit more of like a brightening powder. I'm just going to use my Anastasia contour kit today and mix these two shades. And I love the way that these two shades look when they are mixed together. I think it is just the perfect combination. To bronze my skin, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer. This is in the shade Sun Kissed, and it is just this beautiful, very light, warm brown shade. And I'm just going to put that into the hollows of my cheeks and all those regular contouring / bronzing places, because I love, for the spring and summertime especially, to just really kind of give my skin a glow, because I never really go out in the sun and get much of a color, so I feel like now is my time to shine with the bronzer. I'm actually just going to jump up here and fill in my eyebrows. I am using the Tarte Brow Mousse in the shade Rich Brown, and I am just going to put a little bit of that in my brows, but for everyday wear, I just kind of fill them in naturally. I don't do any sort of, definition outside of my actual brow, my natural brow shape. So I like to kind of start in the middle, work my way out to the edge, and then bring it in to the middle, making sure that as I get to this inner part, I don't have too much product on my brush. I'm going to go back to the cheeks now, and I am going to use the blush from the Showstopper palette. And this is such a beautiful corally, like a bright coral color for the springtime. And these Tarte blushes are amazing, as I'm sure a lot of you already know, but I love this blush. It is so brightening and springy, and I love it. And I do like the highlighting shade that comes in this palette, so I am going to put a little bit of it on just to show you guys. It has quite a pink undertone to it, and it is a beautiful glow, but it is quite subtle, so I think I'm actually going to layer it up today. But you can see here that you do get a very nice glow from this highlighter. It's called Pink Champagne. They've had it in other palettes as well. I want my glow to be a little bit more intense, so I'm going to go into the Anastasia Glow Kit, and just using this pink one down here, I'm just going to take that on the side of my brush and add it to the tops of my cheekbones there. Just to, you know, really go for it. Just going for it. Now, for the eyes, I am actually going to start off with the bronzer. This is their Parka Princess bronzer. I love to use this as eyeshadow, and I am just going to put that into my crease area as a transition shade. I love using bronzers as a transition shade because it really does naturally define your crease, and especially for something like this, when you have it in front of you, why the heck not? You feel me? And then next, using more of a tapered blending brush, I am going to use this shade right here. It's a very nice warm brown. There is a tiny little bit of shimmer in there, but once it's on the lid, you can barely see that. And I just am going to put that also into my crease area just to kind of deepen things up a little bit, give a little bit more definition. This is such a beautiful shade. I love it. I love it. I am also going to take that same brown shade just on this like tiny little angly brush, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line just because I want to. All over my lid, I am going to take my favorite shade from the entire palette. It is just this beautiful coppery kind of warm brown shade, and I am going to put that all over my lid. And you might think like, wow, that's kind of a dark shade to put all over your lid, but it just has the most beautiful shine to it that it really is appropriate for kind of like daytime wear, and it's so flattering. Using an angled brush, I am going to go into the darkest shade in the palette. It is a very, very deep brown color that it is almost black, but not quite. And I am just going to take this and line my upper lash line, not being too precise, allowing it to be a little bit smudgy and smoky, and that is just what I like. I like it. And then to highlight my inner corner, I am going to use the highlighting shade, the Pink Champagne one, and just pop a little bit in there to bring some light to the eyes. And since there is not a matte highlighting shade in the palette, I'm going to go back to my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm just going to use this vanilla type shade here and just put that under my brow bone. It won't make too much of a difference. This step is not necessary, but I do like the way that it kind of pulls the entire look together. I am just going to put a little bit of mascara onto my lashes. I do have lash extensions, so I'm just putting it on the very tops just to kind of blend everything in and give my lashes a little more definition. I'm actually getting my lashes filled in a couple days, and I'm super excited. And then for lips, I'm going to be using my absolute favorite combination of the moment. This is the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in Sugarcane. It is just the most pretty, soft pink, and these lipsticks, they smell so good, they're so wearable, they're so soft, like just everything you've ever wanted. And then I'm going to top it off with this Buxom lip gloss in White Russian. Alright, so that concludes today's makeup tutorial using the Tarte Showstopper palette. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know what kind of palettes you'd like to see next for tutorials. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It means so much to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.